Dude, I want to puke right now. I'm so sick to my stomach about that. I don't know how you're feeling. Jose Berrios for Austin Martin and Simeon Woods-Richardson. Massive overpay. I'm sick to my stomach right now. How do you
Feels like
feel?
an overpay. Feels like
Oh,
an overpay.
man. Oh.
Blockbuster move made by the Toronto Blue Jays here. Figured we'd do a quick cut in. A very surprise move here at the trade deadline for the Toronto Blue Jays. And when I say a surprise move, I don't even mean receiving Jose Berrios. So let's start with that. Jose Berrios to the Toronto Blue Jays from the Minnesota Twins. Berrios is a front end of the rotation starter. He's going to fit in this rotation very nicely. Big righty, so he's going to split up the lefty starters on this team. Now, all these Toronto Blue Jays fans out there, let's take a big breath, okay? They did give up a lot to get this man. They gave up their number one prospect in Austin Martin, as well as another top 10 prospect in Simeon Woods-Richardson. Richardson, 20-year-old, on this New Hampshire Fisher Cats, Austin Martin 21. Both of them probably a year or two away from a big league debut.
Yep.
Prospects are prospects. However, these two are both very highly touted. I don't really know how to feel about this yet. Am I excited to be getting Berrios? I am. I do believe that he is a difference maker. He's a guy who is definitely going to improve this team for the last 67 games of the season or whatever they've got to play. Let's go over his numbers really quickly. I know you've pulled them up here.
So Berrios has a 3.48 ERA, 121 innings pitched, 126 strikeouts to 32 walks.
High strikeout guy, doesn't walk a lot of dudes. He is going to push 200 innings pitched for this team. He's under control for another 2 years. And who knows if this Toronto Blue Jays front office likes him as much as they obviously do. He was obviously the guy that they were like, we get him no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they might even extend him for a little bit longer. How old is Berrios, Adam? Do you have that information?
Yeah, Berrios is 27.
So Berrios is young.
Yep.
He's in his prime as a pitcher. He's got a good fastball, a big slurve. Maybe they feel Pete Walker can make this guy a legitimate ace, which I would hope that that's what they're thinking. Listen, it's funny. On a trade like this, you'd like to be very excited, and I obviously am on the fence. I know you even go the other way. I know we were talking before we hit record, and you feel they gave up way too much, which only time will tell, obviously. When it comes to prospects, it's impossible to truly judge a prospect's value.
Yeah.
However, it's a lot. Go to it.
It's not that, like, I mean, for the last 2 months, we've been talking about Austin Martin as being like one of the untouchables.
Yeah.
I
was way wrong on this. Like I said, even in the podcast here that we just literally put out 2 seconds ago, I was like, I can't see this front office giving up a bunch of top 10 prospects in their system at any point this season.
just feels like, I don't know. It's not even that, like, I'm so upset to see those two guys go. Just feels like we spent some of our biggest chips, and Jose Berrios just feels like an underwhelming return for those two guys.
And again, time will tell, right?
Yeah.
Like Jose Berrios, we could be championing his name.
I know
come
he
the
could be a
playoffs
Cy
here.
Young winner with the Jays over the next 5
The
years.
guy has
right?
great stuff, and this is a huge boost to this starting rotation. And let's not take away from that, because without a doubt, this makes this Toronto Blue Jays team a much better team this year. I think the biggest thing we need to overcome here is that we fell in love with these prospects, right? Austin Martin wound up being our first round draft pick in 2020. Of course, he was ranked as the number 2 guy. And so when he dropped to that 5 slot, it was very exciting for Blue Jays fans. Simeon Woods-Richardson was the return that they received for Marcus Stroman.
I'm sad.
I'm wondering now what's coming down the pike, right? Like, at this point now, I'm like, this front office can't be done, right? Like, if they go all in like this, then maybe these Trevor Story rumors are for real. Maybe this team really is going all in this year. I don't know, man. Austin Martin and Simeon Woods-Richardson, 2 top 10 prospects. And things aren't official yet. Maybe there's a bullpen piece that's included in this somewhere. Maybe something else is happening. I don't know. But right now, as we stand, it is Simeon Woods-Richardson and Austin Martin to the Minnesota Twins for Jose Berrios.
Yeah. We'll have.
I wish we were more excited, man. Like, this is such a huge ad. It's just like, and you got to give to get. You know, you do that. The trade simulator or whatever that they have, the fun app for fans, and it does. It says that the Jays got fleeced. It was like 60-40 or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. We both agreed we wanted Berrios. I just feel like those 2 guys that we gave up for him, we could have also traded for someone better than Berrios, even if it was next year.
And maybe you're right. Now, to put in perspective here, just so everyone's not completely panicking, a big reason I think that Austin Martin was expendable is Jordan Groshans has been tearing the cover off the ball in AA over the last month and a half and has made a huge step forward as a pro ball player. Jordan Groshans, of course, their number 1 first-round draft pick in 2018. He's 23 years old and looks more and more like he's on the verge of that next level there. Another guy that's also playing shortstop, Aroldis Martinez, that we spent a couple minutes on in the podcast just a few minutes ago, is quickly moving up the ranks. So maybe they looked at Aroldis Martinez and they were like, you know what? This guy is going to be ready 1 year after Austin Martin is ready. He's being blocked anyways by Bo at shortstop. Groshans looks like he's going to be the third baseman of the future. Springer is signed for 5.5 more years. Maybe they looked at Austin Martin and they're like, you know what? Yeah, he's a stud. But if we can use him to get one of those top end rotation, I know you're rolling your eyes at me right now, but I mean, has to be what they're thinking, man. It has to be what they're thinking.
You're trying to be the silver lining guy, and I just feel like it's a panic move. It feels like everything you're saying, sure, but it just also feels like he was probably one of the prospects we had in our deal to get Gallo. We missed out on Gallo. Feels like we were probably putting him in a package to get Scherzer. Missed out on Scherzer. Like, if we got Trey Turner and Max Scherzer and we had to give up Austin Martin and Simeon Woods-Richardson, I'd be feeling a lot better right now. Like, I don't know. This just feels like... it just feels like we're... I don't know. I don't know, man.
I hope they go all in. At this point, I'm like, get me Trevor Story. Do what you got to do.
Sure.
Let's go for it.
Go Jays.
Well, we'll leave it at that. But one thing we can no longer say about this front office is they're not prepared to move mega prospects to get the guy they want. That MO is out the window.
Yes, sir.
We may do another cut in or two throughout the day, seeing where things land with this Jays team. But Jose Berrios, now a member of the Toronto Blue Jays, chasing down that wild card spot. Go Blue Jays.
Go Blue Jays.